In today's video, we dive into the world of A Plague Tale Innocence. So let's break it down. Enjoy. A Plague Tale Innocence is an action-adventure survival horror stealth game developed by Asobo Studio and published by Focus Home Interactive. It was released for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One in May 2019 and received generally positive reviews from critics. The PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S versions of the game were released in July 2021, alongside a cloud-based edition for the Nintendo Switch. A sequel, A Plague Tale Requiem, is set to be released in 2022. In A Plague Tale Innocence, the player assumes control of Amicia Darun from a third-person perspective. For the majority of the game, players need to utilize stealth to avoid hostile encounters, as enemies will kill Amicia instantly if they catch her. Amicia is equipped with a sling that can throw rocks to break chains, create distractions or stun guards long enough for the rats to ambush them. She can also kill enemies with a headshot if their head is unprotected. Her sling also has the ability to throw a variety of homemade alchemic substances, some of which can start fires, put out fires, or attract rats to a certain location. The game consists of a series of survival puzzles, which mostly consists of the player having to use specific methods to scare away or distract the hordes of hungry rats in order to gain access to new areas or direct them towards the enemies. The primary method of warding rats off is fire, as they will seldom enter within the radius of the burning torches and braziers. Amicia can craft special ammunition and supplies, which include fire-starting sulfur stones that ignite braziers, stink bombs that attract rats, or fire suppressants to extinguish torches carried by enemies. Amicia's younger brother, Hugo, can be directed towards specific tasks when Amicia is busy, and can also access areas that she cannot. However, this is risky, as Hugo will start to panic if left alone, and can attract unwanted attention. Later in the game, the player can assume control of Hugo, who cannot craft items but can control rats and can sneak through small spaces. In late 1348, Amicia Darun is a young girl of noble descent who lives with her family in Aquitaine, which has been invaded by the English army during the 100 Years' War. Her younger brother Hugo has been ill since birth. Their mother, Beatrice, an alchemist, has been locked away in the family estate for years while trying to devise a cure. While hunting with her father, Robert, in the forest, Amicia encounters signs of blight, and her dog Lion is gruesomely consumed by an unseen entity. French Inquisition troops led by the Black Knight Lord Nicholas arrives at the Darun estate in search of Hugo, executing Robert and slaughtering the family servants. Beatrice helps her children escape and instructs Amicia to take Hugo to a doctor named Laurentius before she is seemingly killed by Nicholas. The children flee to a nearby village, where they learn that hordes of ravenous rats have been spreading the Black Plague, known as the Bite, and devouring anything they come across. Evading hostile villagers who blame Hugo for the plague and are trying to kill him, and Inquisition soldiers, Amicia and Hugo reach Laurentius's farm and find him bedridden and close to death after being bitten by a rat. Laurentius implores Amicia to finish her mother's work seconds before the farm is overrun by rats. The siblings flee with Laurentius's apprentice, Lucas, to seek the hidden chateau of d'Ombridge, which once belonged to the de Rune family. As they cross a battlefield occupied by English soldiers, Lucas explains that Hugo's blood carries a supernatural evil called Prima Macula, which has lain dormant within certain noble bloodlines since the plague of Justinian. Beatrice and Laurentius had been trying to find an elixir that would mitigate Hugo's symptoms, whilst Vitalis Benevent, the Grand Inquisitor of France, seeks to harness Hugo's power so that the Inquisition can rule France. Hugo and Amicia are briefly captured by the English, but escape with the help of sibling thieves Mealy and Arthur. Arthur is captured as the others escaped to Chateau d'Ombridge.
I know you're here, kid. I don't have time to play games.
The game's development was led by Asobo Studio. It is their first original title since the team created the racing game Fuel in 2009, and the company wanted to create a narrative-driven experience inspired by The Last of Us and Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. The main theme of A Plague Tale Innocence is family, and how the characters' relationships are challenged during adverse circumstances. Another important theme is innocence. Hugo in particular will observe the player's character's behaviour and slowly transform from an innocent boy to a ruthless individual. Child actors Charlotte McBurney and Logan Hannon provide their voices for Amicia and Hugo. The two also participated in the writing process for suggesting changes to dialogue and alternative takes. Up to 5,000 rats can appear on screen simultaneously. To ensure the game can handle rendering so many enemies without sacrificing performance, the team introduced 4 layers of detail when rendering the rats, in which rats furthest away from the player's character exists as a background, non-animated mesh, whereas the rats closest to the player are animated in detail. Publisher Focus Home Interactive announced the game in January 2017 as The Plague. A first look game trailer appeared at E3 2017. The game was released worldwide for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on 14th of May 2019. The Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and Series S versions of the game will be released on 6th of July 2021. The Nintendo Switch will be playable via cloud. According to review aggregator Metacritic, the game received generally favourable reviews from critics. It was the 9th best-selling retail game in the UK in its week of release. In July 2020, Focus Home announced that the game had sold more than 1 million copies. A sequel titled A Plague Tale Requiem is set to be released in 2022 for Microsoft Windows, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. The Nintendo Switch version will be a cloud-based game. So what does Welsh Hunter think? Plague Tale is a truly unique horror experience in my opinion. It's one that isn't afraid to relentlessly pelt its characters with increasingly terrifying and horrific scenarios, but crucially lets them grow from each encounter. If you're a fan of gripping storytelling and well-crafted stealth and puzzle gameplay and intense horror atmosphere, A Plague Tale Innocence will be right up your alley. So how long does it take to complete A Plague Tale Innocence? If you're looking to complete just the main story of the game, then it will take an average of 10 hours and 42 minutes. That's how long it took me and many other people. For completing the side quests along with the main storyline, then it'll take roughly around 12 hours and 38 minutes. So let's dive into what others have rated the game. So Destructoid, 8 out of 10. Game Revolution, 4.5 out of 5. GameSpot, 8 out of 10. Games Radar Plus, 4.5 out of 5. IGN, 7 out of 10. DukesVideo.com, 16 out of 20. PC Games N, 8 out of 10. Scream Rant, 5 out of 5. Windows Central, 4.5 out of 5. Let's see what it has won in terms of rewards. So, in 2019 at the Steam Awards, it won the Outstanding Story-Rich Game Award. In 2020, they also won at the NAVGTR Awards, Arts Direction and Period Influence, Game Original Adventure, and Performance in a Drama-led Charlotte McBurney, and also Writing in a Drama.
To show that you're thinking of someone.
At the Pegasus Awards 2020, they won 6 out of 7 awards that night. They won Best Game, Best Artistic Design, Best Sound Design, Best Game Design, Best Game Setting and Best Character. What they did not win was Best Narrative Design, but they were nominated. And that pretty wraps it up for a Plague Tale Innocence review by Welsh Hunter, which is me. So I just wanted to say thank you ever so much for the support so far, guys. It has been a fantastic journey making these reviews, if you like. It has been fun, and I've got to play a lot of games. All of the game footage you see across all of my future reviews, including this one, have been filmed on the PlayStation 5. Gives it that quick runtime, smooth running, and much, much more. Even graphically, it has improved the game as such. You will see a wide variety over the next few weeks of PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5 games, all recorded on the PlayStation 5. So I just want to say thank you ever so much to everyone that watches. Please check out the links in the description below to buy this game, or to even check out my merch store as well. Plenty of merch for all types of people, even animals. So go and check that out, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Go and check out another review and drop some support. So please like, subscribe and comment, and don't become a member to enjoy all of the other perks on this channel. Thank you, guys. Take it easy. Have a great day. Bye bye for now.